My game character looks absolutely terrible. I've been neglecting character design for way too long, so let's fix this today. So let's begin by taking a look at everything that is wrong with my current character. The head is too large, the eyes are weird and derpy, she has no nose, small mouth, flat eyebrows, the limbs don't connect, the neck is super thick, and lastly, she has no drip. The face was the first thing I tried to fix. I wanted to achieve something similar to Breath of the Wild, so I took a reference and tried my best to make something similar and good. And this was the result. At first, I actually kinda liked it, but you'll see the problem later on. Next, I decided to completely revamp the clothing of the character. So I took my pen and started drawing. The idea for this design was to contrast some steampunk designs with more medieval looking ones. Hence, the shoulder pads, knee pads, and the boots. This is one of the main motifs of the game, the clash of old versus new, magic versus technology, classic versus modern, and I wanted to bring this to the character. And I think the result was pretty good, just compared to how it looked before, it's so much better. But here is the problem. I wanted to make more characters, and when I tried to, this is what happened. I tried so many times to make a male character look good, but I just couldn't. And when I tried putting a reference image to help, I realized that the proportions of the body were all messed up. So I took the decision to completely start over and completely change the style of the character. The first thing to do was to choose a style and a reference. I chose Final Fantasy X because it still looks good to this day, and I assumed it wouldn't be difficult to replicate since it was from the PS2. I then downloaded a simple model for Yuna, opened it in Blender, and started recreating it. I try to keep it as simple as possible, to make it easier to edit and create new faces later on. The body was next, and instead of creating it from scratch, I took the old one and adjusted the proportions. Then all that was left was to connect the two, and voila! Our character's body is done! Now for the clothing. By this point, I was questioning my initial design. I didn't think it was feminine enough, so I went looking for inspiration again and landed on Terra from Final Fantasy VI. So I decided to completely redesign the upper half. I gave her a red shirt, jewelry and makeup, and a black corset. And I also did some changes to her hair, as you can see. And as a proof of concept, I went ahead and made two male models. They are not textured, but you can see that they look pretty good too. Just by changing the character, the game already looks 10 times better, so that's a great thing. So now that I have a style for my characters, you can expect more to come in the future, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see that. Thank you for watching!